This lesson again, we're staying with the swing. What's one of the #1 concepts that is preached and taught incessantly about being able to get power? You got to cock your wrist at the top of the backswing. All right? That's going to set the club and give you power. Well, what have I always said? I've always said the left wrist is the #1 domino. That's the #1 angle. If it starts to go, all the other angles follow. I've already said many times the principle of my swing is a limited turn 3/4 swing. Well, the #1 key to killing a 3/4 swing is cocking your wrist. And guess what happens when you cock your wrist? Your wrist cup. And everybody's always saying, oh, you got cup wrist at the top. You can't play golf with a cup wrist. That causes a slice. Well, think about this. If I have a good grip and I'm holding my hands right here and I got a flat wrist, the wrist has very little flexibility or movement vertically up and down, but it has a lot laterally sideways. And basically, if you try to bend, break, hinge, set, or cock your wrist, it's going to cup or it's going to arch. The only way you can have a flat wrist at the top, which is what everybody wants, because supposedly that gives you a square golf club, which means the face stays in line with the hands versus opening or closing. Right? If I cut my wrist, the face opens. If I arch it, it shuts, is what the terminology is. The only way you can maintain a square club face is to start with a flat wrist and keep it flat all the way up to the top. Because if I get up there and cup it, the face is changing. So the key here is, because we have such literal vertical motion and mostly lateral, any attempt to cock your wrist is going to cause cupping or arching. So if you want a straight wrist, the only way you can have a straight wrist at the top is you got to start with a straight wrist at address and maintain it all the way to the top. So if you're maintaining a firm and flat straight wrist at the top of the backswing, you likely have a shorter backswing, which will bring it to 3/4 with less turn like I teach, and that in and of itself will really help you to start hitting the ball much more solid, much more straight, and likely a lot longer.